Hello, comrades! Today I will answer for the question of comrade Noah, comrade from Israel. I recorded conversation with this comrade and you can find this conversation in our channel. So firstly I will read his question. I open because it's hot here. So, hi comrade, long time no speak. I have some question regarding communism. First of all, one of the most common charges against communism is the claim that they persecuted religious people. No one has problems with communists taking power from the church, but the claims are that they destroyed churches which contain historical materials and that they killed Christians, including children. I have heard the allegation specifically regarding Lenin and the Spanish Republicans, less about other places. This letter is longer. There are other questions, but today I will concern this video in the question communists and the religion. And if you are interested to ask me question, you can write me in the description. You will find my email. In the comment I saw that YouTube automatically delete a lot of comments. I don't know why. It is not me who delete these comments, so the better way to ask me question is wrote to me. So this is very complicated question, and I have to say that I am Pole and I lived in Poland. Poland, it is one of the most religious country in Europe. It's famous about this that most of Polish people are Catholics and they practice their religion. So firstly, I would like to say that when we speak about Lenin, when we speak about the Bolshevik party, we need to understand the strategy of the vanguard party. The strategy of the vanguard party, simply explained, it is strategy that it is not that the people who participate in the revolution, they are divided. They are divided for the people who are the members of the party and the masses who are not the member of the party. This distinction is very important because there are many people who participated in the revolution, this revolution or another revolution, or participated in the civil war, in the side of the Bolsheviks or the Soviets, but they were not a member of the Bolsheviks party. So if somebody do something, it is not always situation that the communists support this. I can give example of the Yellow Vest movement in France. I participated in this movement in the December 2018 and in the first month of 2019, and it was a mass movement. From my perspective, it was a movement anti-capitalist. There was a lot of demands anti-corporation, against President Macron and against the neoliberal politic of French government. But it was a very massive movement, and there were the people who participated in this movement, but I was not agree with these people. There were also people very interesting of violence, destruction of many things, and I can understand destruction of the banks, for example, or I can understand destruction of the building buildings which are belonging to, I don't know, McDonald's or stuff like this. I can understand the destruction of the restaurants for rich people, but there are also many idiots who destroy things which I don't support. They destroy the stop buses, for example, or the public things which are for the workers, and I don't support this. But in this time of Yellow Wave movement, we are united. In one side there are people in Yellow West, and in this and against us there was police. So in this so I can, there are the things that I am not agree with everything, but in this confrontation with police, of course, I support people who sometimes make some stupid things. So when we talk about the killings of the people the religious people, for example, priests, we have to understand the situation. My situation was situation of a guy who was born in the atheist family. I was not baptized. I have never go to church. I never participated in the lessons of religion in school, and it is why I have been never raped by the Catholic priest. So for me, the Catholic priest is my political enemy, it is my ideological enemy, but it is not somebody who raped me, so I don't have really contact with them. But there are a lot of Polish people, thousands of Polish people in my age, younger or older, who were raped or beaten by the Catholic priest, and they very many years they were silent about this. But in the time of the revolution, in the time when there was a lot of chaos, the people have to, sometimes they want to make a vengeance, and I, like a person who has never been raped by the priest, I can't say judge the people who are in the other situation, and there I can understand why are they angry, why they want to vengeance. And I think that most of these killings of the priest in the time of the revolution, it was not because of the theoretical difference between the Marxist theory and the religion, but it was because of the crimes which was made by the priests or other people working with church, and these crimes were never punished. And revolution is the time when people who was the victim of the priest can take their vengeance. So we need to understand this situation, that the Christian priest in Russia and also in Poland and in Spain, it was not only the people with the ideological power, but also with economical power, very often with the political power. They used this power to make a lot of bad things, and the revolution is the only time when these bad things can be punished. Now, so it is this first thing. Second thing which I want to say, or I forget it. What I want. It is the question of destroying the buildings. You gave example of the Spanish Republicans. So I don't think that it is a good example, because when you when you watch this example, we have civil war in Spain, and civil war provoked by the Franco, who was supported by the Catholic Church in Spain and also by the Vatican. So, in the from the legal perspective, the Republicans, the government, leftist government in Spain, it was legal government, and the war was started by the people who are illegal. The putsch is something illegal. Church makes something illegal, and it is a big hypocrisy to accuse the revolutionary that in the time of the civil war they make something against the buildings of the churches, and forget it about the situation that the fascists of Franco and also the Germans, the Italians, in the time of the civil war, they not only destroyed the old buildings, they destroyed old cities. For example, the city of Guernica. So we can't this time of the Spanish Republic, it is a special time of the war, and it is something different. What is the politic of revolutionaries towards religion in the time of the civil war and in the time where we don't have war? In the time when we have civil war and many Catholic priests, the Catholic Church is our enemy in this war. That I can't understand why there was it was the question of that in this time the Franco soldiers of Franco, many communists, many leftists which are captured were killed, and it was the response for this, blood for blood. We need to understand that it was the time of war. Now we have the question: what should be the politic of the communists in the time of the after revolution, when the counter-revolution is destroyed, when the civil war is destroyed, and when we can start to build the socialism. So I can give my proposition to Poland, what we can do when we will take power. I don't know if we'll take power in traditional way, making revolution like Bolsheviks in 1917, or maybe we will make another example of Hugo Chavez, who use elections, or I don't know how it will happen. But when we will take power and when we will start to change society in the socialist direction, I don't think that it is necessary to changing law to persecute the Catholic Church. I think the things which we need to do, it is use the law already existing in Poland and only make this law real. That this law now is not it's not the people from the church are they don't respect Polish law, and it is something we need to change. I already said about the crimes of pedophilia in Catholic Church in Poland. So we can in this question we can divide these criminals in the Catholic Church for two categories. First category, it is the rapist. It is the people who raped the children. And second category, it is the another people in the Catholic Church who knew about this and they didn't say to police about this, and it is also a crime. So I think that the second category, these people who knew about the pedophilia, knew about the children which were raped, and they did nothing in this situation, they need to be sent in the labor camp. It is my position. Now I don't know what to do with this rapist. Is if also we need send them to the labor camp, or the punishment have to be much more severe. I don't know. I think that it's only the victims can decide. The victims which all their life was destroyed because of these pedophiles in the church, it's only them can decide what the socialist society needs to do with this perverse. So it is first things. In Poland and in many other Western countries, the law is not used to Catholic Church, and it is something which we need to change, and it will need to change this in the first days after revolution. Second things, it is a question of money, it is question of building, it is question of of all the property which belong to Catholic Church in Poland. We need to examine how they take this money, and of course, if somebody steal money, he is a criminal, and his place is in the labor camp. It is my position, and it is something very bad that another criminals, they go to prison, and the criminal from the Catholic Church, they don't go to prison. They are totally they can do what they want, and nobody never go to prison, nobody never is judged, and it is always also something which we need to change. So I think that there are many criminals according to Polish law which exists today, according to Polish bourgeois law, that is only not I forget the word, what word I need to use this, but it law is not practiced toward this the Catholic Church. So the socialist government have to change society and practice law to criminals in church. Now we have another problem that I am also against Catholic Church because of this lazy people who are there, that I want to live in the society where everybody have to work, and because everybody have to work, we can work less. It's not good that there are the people who work 8 hours or 10 hours or 12 hours a day, and there are the priests who don't work. So in another religion, it is possible that there is somebody who wants to speak about the religion, but he work also. So if we reform Polish Catholic Church, that all the criminals go to the prison or labor camp, and the rest, the honest Catholic, the priest who want to who will work, I don't know, in factories or in other places, and after in their free time they want to talk about Jesus or stuff like this, it's not problem for me. But firstly, he needs to be a normal citizen of the society. In Poland, I think that most of the people who go to the church to be a priest, it is the people who are lazy, and they knew that it's easier to live in the like a priest and only talking about Bible, blah blah blah, than hard work in the I don't know, construction or factories or stuff like this. So these lazy guy, they need to work. Okay, so I am for you. For practicing the Polish law. I am for changing this institution, that all these buildings which were stolen, the country have to, the state have to take back. For example, the old churches in Warsaw. The old churches in Warsaw was rebuilt by the state. These buildings were destroyed in the time of the Second World War by Hitler, by the Christians from the Nazi Party, also with cross, and it was rebuilt not by the Catholic Church. It was rebuilt by the Polish Socialist states, and it is the property of the Polish state. All these old churches from Middle Ages and other historic epoch, it have to be the property of the states, like a museum. Because I am agree. This is very often very beautiful buildings, and it have to be like a museum. And for the religion, you can use the something which is modern, something which is not in the center of the city, because in European cities, always in the center is the church. We need to change it. You want to make your religion, okay, but go outside the city. So I am against this aggression. I am against killing. I don't know. I am only for respecting the Polish law, and after, if they are of one thing, also we need to say, very important, that every Catholic priest in socialist Poland, he needs to say that he respect only Polish government, because today the church, the priest, they don't respect Polish government. They respect only Vatican, and we need to cut these ties with Vatican. You are living in Poland, so you have to obey to Polish state. If you all the religion which are obeyed the center from outside the Poland, it will be forbidden. And we need to finish with this practice that the old Polish women collect money, give this money to the church, and after this money, Polish money from poor Polish women are sent to Vatican, and they collect all this money in the Bank of Vatican. We need to finish with this. So if they will be the honest Christian who work, and we can make discussion with them. We can make discussion in the theoretical basis, and it will be theoretical fight to explain the society that the religion is a bullshit, and we don't need violence for this. I know that we are right. So give only if the struggle with church will be equal, that they don't have they don't have all this money. I know that it will be not problem to fighting Catholic Church in Poland.